Hey y'all, Michael here. This spooky season, we're trying out something different by partnering with a new product called Squatch Shots. You're going to hear a very brief promo at the start of each episode, just a few seconds long, whatever text they've given us to read, and then we'll be on to the full uninterrupted show. This is an experiment, so thanks for coming along with us, and thanks for listening. Now, for the first promo, Squatch Shots. Available wherever Squatch Shots are sold. Squatch Shots are a product of
BDDY Holdings Incorporated,
a diagonally integrated company with several major subsidiaries.
You are listening to Arcane Carolinas, an exploration of the Carolinas' folklore, legends, myths, and modern weird. Each episode, we examine the historical context of our topic and aim to preserve some of the stories that help make this part of the world such a fascinating place.
This episode was recorded live at Ret-Con 2025 in Durham, North Carolina. Thanks for listening. Okay, this is me testing the microphone. That looks good. Could you say something?
Check, 1, 2. This is me testing a microphone. I hope it sounds okay.
Works. Sweet.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
All right, then we are ready.
We're as ready as I'm getting anyway.
All right. Hello and welcome to Ret-Con Night 1. This is Arcane Carolinas. I'm your co-host, Charlie Mewshaw.
I am your other co-host, multi-award-winning novelist, Michael G. Williams.
And before we begin, I have to pause and announce that this session is brought to you by BDDY Holdings Incorporated, an offshore company. Thank you for their sponsorship and continued support.
Yes.
It's being recorded, so it's for later. Squat shots!
Cat sounds.
Yeah, all right. I think we're supposed to play the actual sound.
Oh,
not say it.
I just read it very literally.
Put it in the edit.
Okay.
All right, then. All right, so this session is titled Cryptid Grab Bag. I have 3 different stories over here, 2 of which have to do with cryptids. One's really more of a discussion than a story, and then a third one for old time's sake to close us out.
I like it.
There is room for audience participation. We would encourage you on the middle one to please feel free to shout out as we ask questions of the audience. Should we close that door?
We should. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Jess.
you.
A big thank you to my colleague, Jess, from Horror Writers Association.
Yay! All right, so this one is an Arcane Destinations episode, which we did a Destinations episode last year at Ret-Con too, so I thought it was appropriate to stick with that.
Yeah.
Journey with me to West Virginia.
Okay. If I must.
In your mind.
Yes.
You don't actually have to go.
No, actually, West Virginia is beautiful. So.
Okay. I'll be there, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this summer for the Grafton Monster Festival.
Oh, that's right.
Who here is familiar with the Grafton Monster? Okay, so we got 2. You're all going to be familiar with it after this because that's what we're talking about.
So let's get to know the Grafton Monster.
Yeah, the Grafton Monster is an interesting one. So, same format as always. First, we'll talk about the location. Grafton is a town in West Virginia that was established in 1856 and named after John Grafton.
Okay.
He was a civil engineer for the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad.
Wow.
You may know that as the B&O Railroad.
For Monopoly.
Yeah.
Their headquarters, if I remember correctly, are now a fancy hotel.
Was it in Baltimore or Ohio?
In Baltimore. And so this is a digression.
No, go. We have 2 hours to fill, Michael.
Okay, this is going to be a very detailed story. No, not 2 years ago. It was like 10 years ago or so. I got asked to perform a wedding in Baltimore, and the couple put me up at the B&O Hotel.
Amazing.
It was really nice, and it was like a block and a half from the National Aquarium, so I had a really great time.
There you go. You've told me that story.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah. You went to the wind-up space.
I did, yes. Yeah.
See? Like a steel trap.
You're doing better than I am.
For very specific things, like a steel trap. Okay. Rusty paperclip for other things. So anyway, the town's location was chosen due to its strategic importance as a railroad junction. The B&O Railroad played a crucial role in the town's development, making it a key transportation hub.
Oh, nice.
But allegedly, some say it's named Grafton not after John Grafton, but in that it was grafting things together.
Like Grafton, apostrophe.
Like you're grafting together the rail lines.
Yeah.
I don't buy that one.
That's a stretch.
Yeah. So a little bit of the history of the location. During the Civil War, Grafton was really significant because of the railroad connections.
Okay.
Very important during the Civil War. It was the site of several skirmishes and troop movements. It's now home to 2 national cemeteries, one of which is the final resting place of Thornsbury Bailey Brown.
Thornsbury Bailey Brown.
Yeah, say that 3 times really fast.
Okay. No.
TB squared.
TB squared.
TB2.
TB2. Oh, I like
Teebles.
Teebles. Yeah. Who is that person?
He was the first Union soldier killed in the Civil War.
Oh, all right. Really glad I didn't make a crass joke.
I just called him Teebles. He's dead. He doesn't care.
That's true. It's far enough in the past that nobody's going to mind.
So post-war development, a lot of industrial growth. The rail line continued to be the lifeblood of the town. Big coal industry in West Virginia, so played an important part in that. Manufacturing was present in the town as well. It is also the home of Mother's Day.
Really?
Mother's Day was invented in Grafton, West Virginia by Anna Jarvis.
Was their main product pink flowers?
I don't know. Anna Jarvis held the first official Mother's Day service at the Andrews Methodist Episcopal Church in Grafton in 1908.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's a way to get on the map.
When was Valentine's Day? I know that's like a Hallmark holiday, right? So I just think it's interesting that Mother's Day was created by a person and not like a corporation.
Yeah, I have no idea what the history of Valentine's Day is.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was cool. It's not a person made it.
Do you want a slightly Debbie Downer tangent?
I feel like you're going to give it to me.
Okay. The connection of railroads being very important, there being a lot of coal mining, there was a phenomenon in the late 19th century especially of media coverage of Appalachia discussing it as though it were this wild, untamed, uncivilized place. And there was a lot of discussion in the media about the need to civilize Appalachia. And a lot of the stories we have of feuding families are actually exaggerated media coverage because it was important that they have this narrative that this is this dangerous place full of people who have no idea how to live. Right. And so clearly what we need to do is run railroads to their towns and then cut all the trees down and mine all the coal. And in the process, we will civilize these people. And there is one of the theories in Appalachian studies is that Appalachia has been treated as an internal colony by the United States, and that is a symptom of that.
Interesting.
I just think it's interesting. It's just neat that, like, obviously railroads and things like that are important to these places. Obviously, coal mining is important to West Virginia. Obviously, that is a huge part of how a lot of people there have made their living. And I don't know, it's interesting to me how that came about. When we hear the media talk about the inner city or whatever, they are largely...
And the cycle of violence continues in America's inner cities.
Right, yeah. Or towns along the border or whatever.
And the cycle of violence continues in Appalachia.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
In Fallout 76, the cycle of violence does continue in Appalachia.
At the same time, I did, as a child, occasionally have to hide inside when the Thomases and the Kings were shooting at each other at the bottom of our driveway. But
go on now, get.
Yeah, pretty much. Live from the scene of my childhood.
Here with commentary is Michael G. Williams. Go on now, get. I can say that because he's laughing.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yes, sorry, your town.
No, that was great. Like many towns dependent on railroad and industry in Appalachia.
Yes.
Grafton has faced severe economic challenges in the late 20th century.
I'm sure it has.
Today, Grafton is known for its historical sites, community events, and its role in American history, and the Grafton Monster Festival.
Okay.
Which is really cool. It's got really neat history. I think its history serves as a testament to its resiliency. There's still people there living their lives. There's a beautiful state park right nearby with an awesome mid-century lodge that you can still rent rooms at.
Nice.
At a very reasonable rate. And you don't have to rent a room to visit the lodge. They have a restaurant. You can go in there. Dude, it looks like it hasn't been updated. I mean this in the best way possible, not its rundown way.
It's been preserved.
It's been preserved. Yes, it's been preserved. It's very much got that sort of like mid-century, we're going to the lake to go water skiing on our boat that looks like it's still made out of wood but has a motor. The type
Kate Hepburn is going to walk in any second.
Yeah, it's got that. It's got that vibe. Really cool.
I think that's awesome.
I'm really excited to go.
Yeah. One of the really optimistic things in Appalachia is preservation, conservation efforts, and the ways that can be an industry in itself.
So what is the Grafton Monster?
I am very curious.
It's a weird one if you look up the depictions.
Okay.
But as always, we will start with the legend itself.
Yes.
Okay. Which it's not really a legend. It's just kind of like, it's very well documented. So it's one of those ones where I'm like, this is what happened. And that is also the legend. But then we'll get into the history. So the Grafton Monster is said to be an unidentified creature unique to the area around Grafton, West Virginia. So it's not spread throughout West Virginia. It's not like a Sasquatch that you might find in other places. Like the Grafton Monster is distinctly unique.
Kind of like Three-Eyed Man.
Yeah, exactly like Three-Eyed Man.
Yeah.
So the first reported sighting occurred on June 16th, 1964, when a local man named Robert Cockrell claimed to have seen a large white-colored creature while he was driving along Riverside Drive. He described the creature as 7 to 9 feet tall with slick skin, like a seal.
Oh.
Like hairless, slick.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know about you, but like that's gross.
Yeah.
Like a 7 to 9 foot tall, undescribable, hulking, slippery looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also has no visible head.
Oh.
So it's all shoulders.
Does it look like a human body otherwise?
Yes. Big arms, big legs, big torso, no head.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. The exact number of Grafton Monster sightings is difficult to pinpoint because hashtag the internet. But it is confirmed through the record that initial sightings from Robert Cockrell sparked a series of reports from other locals.
I have questions still about the monster's physique. Is it like...
He's like yoked. He's like just chiseled, slippery, white, headless.
Totally ripped.
Yes.
Now, is the headlessness, is there a stump? Does it look like it was removed?
It looks like just, you know how our Nobby figurine looks?
Smooth? Is there a cavity?
You know how the Nobby figurine looks?
Yeah.
It's like that, but without the face on the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have so many questions and I will not derail you further.
No, it's fine. Oh, we're going to derail.
Okay. Just like that.
We're going to go off the rails. To be clear, folks, they gave us 2 hours. That's a long time.
We're not going to talk that long.
The Grafton Monster is probably going to be done in the next 10 minutes. I've got some more stories over here, but we are going off the rails from time to time.
Okay.
So do not apologize.
It's a detour.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the Grafton Monster. So Cockrell was a reporter for the local paper, and he ran his own story. Like, I saw this thing.
Okay.
Received over 20 calls after it ran in the paper from people also claiming to have seen the same creature. Monster fever grips the town. It's the Beast of Bladenboro, but in Virginia, or in West Virginia.
Oh, wow. Did people go hunting for it?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Big groups of teenagers started roaming the streets. So then the adults got involved. So then the adults started forming groups. And that apparently it caused traffic jams along Riverside Drive.
Oh, wow.
It was like a big thing.
Yeah.
And there were people were saying, I saw it. The newspaper was actually able to debunk one of the sightings as a bunch of boxes being pushed in a cart.
How did somebody see?
I assume the streetlights weren't great.
Maybe somebody drew a really ripped body on the boxes, but didn't have room for the
almost
head.
Universally, they describe it as a large humanoid figure, smooth, white, hairless skin with defined musculature, shoulders blending seamlessly into its torso.
When they say white, do they mean Caucasian?
No. Not like I'm pretty pale.
They mean like powder.
They mean like this Apple charger.
Yeah, they mean like white on a chest.
White.
Okay.
White. Blanco.
Blanco.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it. Like white out.
Did it have clothes on?
No.
Oh.
It was nude.
All right.
Some accounts also suggest, this is interesting, that the creature emits a humming noise.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. So like some of the folklore around it is if you're on Riverside Drive and you hear whistling or humming or whatever, like, it's the Grafton Monster.
Is it verbalized humming or is it electronic humming?
Stop getting ahead of me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm filled with questions.
Theories and explanations. Now we get into the let's chop it up.
Okay.
Several theories have been proposed, misidentification being number one. Some people have said, what if it was just industrial equipment? Picture like a forklift or something.
Walking down the side of the road?
I don't know, man. On the initial site, maybe it's painted white and it's like low light and he sees it from a distance.
Yeah.
Like we don't.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
So that's one. But that would the humming.
Maybe he needed his glasses prescription renewed.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Animals, like a large bear, hairless bear.
Okay.
One teenager tried to say it was a polar bear, but that makes absolutely no sense. There are no zoos with polar bears at this time.
40 years later, that kid wrote for Lost.
Or, you know, maybe some sort of large animal with some sort of disorder where it has no fur. I like the equipment rumbling along in low light. You don't seem to like that one. I like that one.
I don't like that one because it's so mundane. I want there to be some weird headless torso out there. I'm sorry for dreaming, Charlie.
No, we'll get to your part where we dream.
Okay.
But like, think about like a big bear with its head down.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. And
This is terrible radio. As I gesture, I'm like, this does not translate to anyone but the people in the room.
Charlie's now expanded to the size of a bear and is demonstrating.
Yes, it's excellent. I am 8 feet tall.
Yes. But no, you make an excellent point. And especially if it were, say, like a bear that was on like the blonder end of like a grizzly or something like that.
Or was sick and didn't have fur.
Yeah. Yeah, and if it stood
Bear
up
with
and it was
mange.
looking down,
Slap a bear with mange on it. It's always the explanation. Sasquatch, bear with mange. Grafton
Swamp
Monster,
gas.
swamp gas.
swamp gas with mange.
Hoax is another suggestion.
Oh, sure.
The cockerel just made up the whole thing.
Yeah. What year was that again?
1964?
I would be curious. I feel like the answer is that this is way before it. I don't remember now. To know where that is in time in relation to
Patty?
Mothman.
Oh, Mothman. I was thinking the Patterson Gimlin film.
Yeah, so much of Mothman was the phenomenon was driven by there being a local reporter covering it.
Yeah.
And so if somebody in Grafton looked around and said, what's a way we could get some people talking about Grafton again, then sure, yeah, hoax.
With the power of the internet and a little bit of editing where you cut out this downtime, we'll have that answer. Lickety split.
Welcome to the Stinger.
Okay, first Mothman sighting. 1966. It predates it.
Okay. I'd be interested to know if this inspired some Mothman stuff.
Mothman.
Mothman.
Mothman. Here's where I think you can dream a dreamer's dream. Ultra dimensional.
Totally. It's the weirdest stuff. This is one of those things that makes absolutely no sense. Let's just, for a second, take it at face value and totally trust that everybody who reported seeing it really did see something like that. It's not misidentification. Everybody's glasses prescription was up to date. Nobody was drunk and wandering. Nobody had hit the white lightning. Nobody was having any problems like that. And it's not a forklift. It's not a truck. It's not boxes. And people are literally seeing this and reporting accurately and uniformly what they have seen.
And we're throwing cryptozoology out the window at this point and going with this is not like a traditional animal that just hasn't been discovered yet.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not an animal. I do.
Manimal.
It's a manimal. I feel like, I don't know, I've talked about this before. I think that if ultra-terrestrials, this idea that there are these beings that interact with us and they are the root cause of a ton of inexplicable phenomena, that if that really is the deal, then it is really them just messing with us and just coming up with what's the weirdest thing they can show us.
I'm going to dip myself in water, get all slippery, and walk down the drive.
Yeah,
Let them all get a look.
Yeah. It's basically, these creatures are basically Scooby-Doo villains, but they don't have a plot. They're just like, I'm just going to turn into something really freaky and let a bunch of people see me, but not the rest of the people with them or whatever. And then they're going to have to talk about it, and it's their problem once I'm gone. And if that is the case, then I think that might be an evolutionary pressure. I feel like it could be a part of the sort of ecosystem that we evolved in, of there's just occasionally weird stuff that happens, and we have had to come to grips with that. And if it's intentional, then maybe it's to try to challenge us to dream about what this is, to try to imagine what it could be, to expand our thoughts beyond what is immediately before us.
I like that.
Yeah. So let's go with ultra-terrestrial. Well, I'm going to go with ultra-terrestrial weird trick.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to take, before we get into the history, the verifiable history.
Okay.
I do want to acknowledge the cultural impact the monster has had. West Virginia has a ton of folklore, like really good stuff, including cryptids and monsters and all kinds of goodness. The Grafton Monster specifically has been featured in various media, books, television shows, all over all the cryptozoology forums. You can fight him in Fallout 76.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. He's a hidden character in Fallout 76 where you can you can look up online how to find him. But yeah, you can go battle the Grafton Monster.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I like that it has something that local.
Yeah. All right. So history. What can we verify? Robert Cockrell existed.
Okay. Surprised by that.
He legitimately worked for the paper. I'm going to read his obituary. Robert Raymond Bob Cockrell, 76, of Morgantown, formerly of Grafton, passed away on Friday, December 9th, 2022, at Mon Health Medical Center. Born in Grafton, June 30th, 1946. So do that math. He was just out of college.
Yeah.
He was a graduate of Salem College. He worked and retired as a director from Allegheny Power Company, but began working as a reporter for the Grafton Sentinel on June 16th, 1964.
So, like the day he had his sighting?
It's his first article. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Way to launch a career.
Yeah, he's really making a splash.
Swinging for the fences on that one. All right, I want you to cover the new store that's opening down on the corner. They sell flowers. I saw a big slippery thing with no head. I'm going to write about that.
Yeah.
The editor's just like, kid, this is not the Weekly World News. This is the Grafton Sentinel. I'm doing it.
Rather than this town council business meeting, I will have seen a monster.
So I won't read the rest of it. He seemed like a perfectly reasonable guy. He enjoyed, according to his obituary, he enjoyed history, collecting movies, and was a local sports fan.
There's a great Kids in the Hall sketch about a guy who's at a cocktail party for a work trip. And he's like, I like all the local teams. So, yeah.
He was able to confirm through investigation, like I said, that one of the sightings that was reported was someone pushing a large cart full of boxes. He maintained that the initial... We're out of the obituary. Now we're just like...
Oh, that's not all in there?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But he maintained that his sighting was real, and that although the paper was unable to corroborate some of the other sightings, they did remain unexplained.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my ultra-terrestrials theory can stand.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the best thing we got going. Are you familiar with the show Mountain Monsters?
No.
Is anybody familiar with the show Mountain Monsters? All right. So Mountain Monsters is a show. It's a cryptozoology show. And they are kind of like What We Do in Shadows.
Oh, okay.
But not comedy.
Yeah.
Like they have funny bits.
Sure.
But like it's like this is a documentary, but it is scripted.
Yeah.
So they did a whole thing on the Grafton Monster where they borrowed bits and pieces from the lore and layered their own stuff on it. And I think that really punched up its popularity.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Grafton Monster's having a moment.
Good for it.
Yeah, I like it. So you want to hear my theory?
Yes.
Because you're gonna. You gotta sit back for this. Bigfoot.
Okay.
What if it's Bigfoot with his head down?
Okay. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You'd just be an albino Bigfoot.
Yeah. What if it was raining that night and that's why it looked all weird and slippery?
Oh, yeah.
I buy a cryptozoological explanation more so than the ultra-terrestrial.
Oh, see, I buy the ultra-terrestrial more than a cryptozoological, but that's because I think that not cryptozoology, I think that a lot of cryptids might be a manifestation of the ultra-terrestrials.
And I really like those theories. I think they're a lot of fun.
Oh, sure, but you can't test them.
But you can't test them, and you can't test Bigfoot either. But so I'm trying to tie this into what I'm closer to.
Yeah, totally.
I think with this one.
And in some ways, my ultra-terrestrial fascination is me tying it to things that I'm closer to.
So to be clear, there is absolutely no breeding population of whatever this is. There's been one, right?
Maybe you only need one.
There's plenty of I'm trying to make a case for my cryptozoology thing here. Stop it.
Okay.
There's plenty of natural resources in the area. Mm-hmm. You've got the river right there, plenty of water to drink, fish to eat, surrounded by woods, plenty of places to hide. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with it's a misidentified Bigfoot.
Okay.
Which still for you would be ultra-terrestrial.
Maybe.
All right, that's the Grafton Monster. Anybody with questions about the Grafton Monster? By the way, that is everything I know about the Grafton Monster, so don't ask me for additional details. But if you have comments, we can talk about it. Or we can move on to Killer Monkeys from Mars. You've been listening to Arcane Carolinas. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. For more episodes, behind-the-scenes information, and links to our social media, check out www.arcanecarolinas.com, where you can also buy the Arcane Carolinas book.
And if you like award-winning horror and science fiction, check out my books at michaelgwilliamsbooks.com. And if you have story suggestions, comments, or questions, email us at arcanecarolinas@gmail.com. And thanks for listening.
You can cut that from the recording.
I will, absolutely. I'll just keep this part.
By the way, if you hear me say that to Michael, it's because we do try to keep the recordings family friendly. Yeah. And this is on the fringe.
I feel like kids these days have heard, but it's okay.
I'm trying to make the world a better place, Michael.
Kids can do that. But keep going. I'm sorry.
No.
My detour is over.